Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. No matter what your bait is, you still have to talk to them. And by them, of course, I mean women. Because one of the things I'm seeing out here, just from paying attention, from several consultations, is a lot of guys just don't really know how to talk to women. And I don't care what your bait is. I don't care if you are 6'2". I don't care if you got that square jaw. I don't care if you got that style and everything. I don't care what you got. Yeah, that gets a woman over there, but then what are you going to say something to her? Remember what I always say. A woman will say he was all right till he opened his mouth. And they say that with a lot of guys. A lot of guys don't have conversation. Because, look, even guys who thinking, well, I got money. Okay, how you going to communicate that to her? What you going to do, just stand there, wear some expensive clothes, which, anybody smart can get from an outlet or something. That don't mean anything. Or just show that car and think the woman's still going to talk to you. She still want to see what's up with you. And that's one of the things I'm seeing with a lot of guys. They don't know how to talk to a woman. Because even when I say, because a lot of guys don't understand, look, man, just have that conversation. That conversation is so powerful. Even if you don't look that good to her at first, you make that connection to her, you can make something happen. And then you still need to talk to her to get to the other point. Yeah, the bait is important. When I'm talking about body game, that's bait. When dudes be talking about, well, you got to have that face cut, that's still bait. When you let the barber bless you, that's bait. Yeah, they get them over there. But then so many guys mess up because they don't know what to say. I've seen that. I've witnessed that. I've heard women say that. They be like, he was all right till he opened his mouth. And the only way you can really work on that bait is practice talking. Because even when I'm always saying, speak to 3 women a day, that's not trying to holler at 3 women. I remember I've had a few men hit me up talking about, well, yeah, I tried to get at them. I was like, dude, when I say talk to 3 women a day or say hi to 3 women a day, I just mean hi. My whole thing with that is build that muscle to the point where you're not nervous when you talk to the woman. And I mean, I'm going to be real. I don't understand why, I personally don't understand why a man would be nervous talking to a woman. They don't bite unless you want them to. Like I always say, unless you want them to. But they ain't going to bite at first. And the worst a woman can do is ignore you. Okay. Like I always say, you never know. I mean, if you get rejected, you just get rejected. That's it. That's it. You don't have to worry about the rest. But see, a lot of guys just can't have that regular conversation. And I'm going to tell you what. Learn how to have that conversation even with the woman you're not attracted to. Because then you can be nice and calm. Because one of the problems is when a guy is trying to talk to a woman that he is attracted to, he's like, don't know what to say. He's all nervous and stuff because he's worried about rejection. Look, you want to get to the point you can have a conversation with any woman, any place, anytime. Even if you're introverted. That don't mean you shy. That just mean introverted just mean you ain't going to talk to every woman. Shoot, in fact, it can turn some women on if they can open you up. You still talking to them. So you don't have to talk to every single woman. But you need to be comfortable when you run into that woman that you want to meet, that you want to talk to. You don't want to have to think about it too much. You want to be like it's a regular thing. And it could be any place. I lost track of how many times I might have said just hi to a woman in a regular place. I ain't trying to get with her. I ain't trying to holler at her. Even if she's attractive, I'm still not trying to holler at her. In fact, I've said sometimes I'll be driving if I'm someplace or out someplace. I might compliment a woman and then just be like, you have a nice day, because I ain't trying to talk to her. I ain't trying to have a long conversation. They might have something nice about them. I might just compliment them. You know, they got that nice hair. Shit. Got that nice butt dunk like that woman did. Usually, though, don't come up to them like saying butt dunk right away, even if they got a nice one. Like, if you're going to compliment a woman, find something that she had to work on. Like, she got a nice dress on, nice clothes, nice shirts, some nice earrings. She fixed her hair or something. Don't compliment them on their body, even if you're thinking that's what the case is. Because if they want you, yeah, they might be all right. But if they don't want you, it could be a problem. She might have her cousin and them be around or something. Yeah, that can cause a problem. Or her man and them are around or something. So yeah, don't go hard. But if you compliment them like on their hair, they fixed it, something like that. Or really just being able to talk to them. See, what every man should do is just practice talking. Even if you get put in the friend zone. Like, let me use that for an example. A lot of guys complain about that. It's like, well, shit, talk to them. Ask them some stuff. Practice talking to them. You want to get to the point so that you're so comfortable talking with a woman that even when you run into a woman that you want to get with, you can talk to her without, you can just flow with it. One thing women like is when a man can just flow with his conversation. He ain't thinking about it too much. He ain't having it. He can just talk and he ain't trying to hit him with a line or anything. Because some guys will ask, well, what do I say to him? I don't know, just talk. That's why you practice. You get to the point you can have a conversation. You know, it might be rainy out. You could be like, dang, this is just a rainy day. You could be in a grocery store, buy the avocados. And you could say, hey, these some nice avocados. Something like that. In fact, the way women will come up to a man, start a conversation, it's that indirect thing anyway. But you just want to talk. Like when I told my sons about game, I say just talk. I never forget my youngest when he was in the car with me. He was like, what do you say? I just say, man, just say hi. Like, hi is the universal opener. Just say hi. And shoot, the way women are, a lot of times they'll come up with more. And all you saying is, yeah, well. And like I said in a video last week, it's powerful just to listen to them. But that's part of the conversation too. And then knowing what to say, knowing what's up. But the best way really is just to practice. Like when you can talk to a woman any place. Like if you're in a grocery store or any place, if you've been helped by a woman, like if you're in a grocery store, like get in the line of that really attractive woman. And don't try to get her phone number or anything like that. Just be like, hey, have a nice day. They go through so much hell. You tell them have a nice day. Shoot, they be smiling and stuff. And sometimes with a woman in a grocery store or somebody working there, they'll talk to you. Like they're actually good to practice with because they have to talk to you. Just real quick, it cracked me up, all these people, all these women, especially wearing pajama pants. Men too, but yeah. I'm old. So I probably won't be wearing them. Anyway, yeah. Or you could talk to a woman about that. It's like, oh yeah, some nice pants you got on there. Knowing you wouldn't wear them yourself, but still talk to them. What the hell? What y'all doing? Must be a bus or something up here. Oh, okay. They just letting somebody pass. Yeah. You out walking or something. You see somebody with their dog, they hound. You say, that's a nice dog you got there. What kind of dog is that? What's its name? Is it a boy or a girl? If it's a dog, put your hand down. Let the dog sniff your hand so it's comfortable with you. So it's comfortable with you. But shoot, usually they get all comfortable licking your hand and then shoot you. I can talk about that. See, that's the thing too. You can have a conversation about anything. Yeah, out. Like a common thing is the weather. Everybody talk about the weather. That's like conversation, like 101 right there. You know, talk about the weather, wherever you at, wherever you located at. You in like say you getting some neckties, you're in the men's section, there's a department store, there's a clerk to help you, there's a lady right there, be like, hey, does this work for me? You can start a conversation off of anything. But see, here's the problem with too many men. It really is a situation, they don't know what to say, they nervous. And I'm like, first of all, why get nervous? Why, seriously, just get that nervousness out of your system. Because a woman's going to do three things if you say hi to her or start a conversation. Well, four things. One, she'll get in a conversation with you. Two, she'll just say hi and keep moving. Three, she'll just just three. Three, she'll just ignore you. Okay. Is that going to kill you? Because if a woman ignores you, okay, well, you don't really need her anyway. Ain't nothing to it. And then don't get mad even if she ugly. You just throwing out a simple hi. Don't get mad. You just be like, okay. Like one of the things is, and the reason why I would say hi to at least 3 women a day, because you'll catch all of that and you'll get used to that. Like, you'll know to go forward if you meet that woman who wants to have a conversation. And if a woman's ignoring you or even being mean to you, you can just be like, okay, you had that. What you doing is building a muscle. You want to build that muscle. And even if you got a woman, like say you meet a woman, she put you in a friend zone, practice with her. See, that's another thing. Just practice. Just talk to her and whatnot. Now I know some guys be like, well, they want the woman. No, the woman don't want you. Use her for something. Now, if the woman don't want to talk to you, she just used that friend zone thing to get out of it. You just walk away from her. But you learn from that as well. It's like, oh, okay, she didn't really want me. And see, here's the thing too. As you practice, you start learning like what to say, what not to say, where to say it, what you can do. Like, as you talk to a woman, say, okay, if I'm real jokey, real funny, the women responded to me. But if I'm real serious, they're not. Or if I'm direct, like just hitting them with something, they're not really responding to me. But if I say this, or I'm doing this, they responded to me. Or if I'm wearing this, or if I'm in this particular environment, they paying attention. But if I'm in this environment, they ignore me. You pay attention to all of that. See, one of the things is, if you're going to be out here talking, you pay attention to every little thing. You learn about it. You know? Like I had mentioned a few times, I saw this woman in downtown D.C. when I was still living around there. And I learned a lesson from her, because I walked up to her, I said, yo, I see you around all the time. And she's like, I don't see you. So I was like, oh, okay. One of the things I learned from that was not to talk to a woman who isn't looking my direction. Don't just run up on a woman. In fact, one of the things that though, even if it's a situation you trying to holler at a woman, let her see you. Walk up, let her see you first. Let her see you. Let her check you out. Women doing that anyway, but every now and then they might not see you. Don't come up behind them. Women don't like that. They need to be comfortable. Let them check you out. And trust me, women checking out men all the time. As I've said several times, if a woman leaves her house and nobody talks to her, nobody say anything to her, and she might not deal with that well. She might be going to a therapist. And trust me, I'm trying to think, when's the last time I talked to a woman who didn't have a therapist? And most of them do. And if a therapist watching this, they ain't like, be quiet, Rom. They like, yeah. They like, yeah, too. Paying for my Mercedes, dog. Yeah. But just talk, practice. Like I mentioned, my son, I never forget when he was in high school. He hit me up and said, well, what do I do? What do I say? I said, just say hi, just talk to him. Now he'll holler at a woman while I'm with him. He's just a holler monster. The holler monster know who I'm talking about. Yeah, holler monster. The oldest one's still a little shy about it. But even him, I gave him the same amount of game. Seriously, because women, they like to talk. They like to talk. Even if all you can do is listen. Just pay attention to what they're saying. Just be able to have a conversation. And don't get nervous about it. What you nervous about? Sure. Only way you get nervous is if they have a gun on you or they got some weapon on them and they attacking you. That's the only way you should get nervous. Women like to talk. Even if they're talking about something that you don't want to talk about. Let me give you some game with that too. Let me give you some game and related to that. Find out if you have some opportunity or you in some place you get an idea about what a woman likes, what she into. Ask her about that. Like even if you go on a date, ask about the woman. Ask what she into. Oh man, they'll just talk. Then all you had to do is be like, yeah, oh wow. Like ask them what they into. Talk to them. You know, don't just talk what you going to talk about. In fact, they mostly gonna be selfish. They might even know you a while, have sex with you for a while, and then they be like, I don't know anything about you, but you talk to them. And talking to them, like I said, talking to them, even if you just saying, yeah, oh, okay, or asking them about the stuff they into, or asking about something, or saying, maybe they got some message shirt on or something. You just say, oh, that's a nice shirt. What's that about? Never seen that before. Or earrings. Or they wearing their hair a certain way. It's like, oh, I like your hair. Okay, I like that. Okay. Like that. It's like whatever. But what you need to do is practice. Because here's the thing. Like I said, yeah, you want to work on your bait. You want to work on, you want to let the barber bless you, figure out which haircut gets the most attention. You want to put that cologne on. You definitely want to do body game. You definitely want to do that. Figure out what style was good for you. Figure out what shoes get the most attention. But all that is bait. You still got to talk to them. I can't emphasize that enough. Because that's one of the things. That's the biggest problem I feel with a lot of guys. Because a lot of guys get body game even if they don't use the term. A lot of guys know to, get that good haircut. A lot of guys talking about looks maxing. Okay. Even though I don't agree with it, some guys even putting some stuff in their shoes so they can stand up taller. Okay, I don't personally agree with that. Whatever. They get the bait part. But you gotta talk to them. I don't care what's up. I don't care how good you look. Because see, here's something, even with how good you look. Women especially look for you to be able to have that conversation. Because if you're looking too good to a woman but you can't talk, women, they tear into that. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that. Super chicken places. Ain't open yet. Got a coffee place up here. They must got money around here. I've been noticing stores opening around here. Anyway. Look. Just talk. Just talk. Practice it. Do your thing. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't let it get you down. And like I said, when you first start, like I said, even when I say three women a day, all you doing is saying hi. But then you'll get to the point in small talk. Now I know some guys, I don't like small talk. I don't like this or that. Well, dude, you getting pussy? Is that working for you? See, you get some guys, they want to go right away. I was like, look, here's the thing, and I thought about talking about it today. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. You ain't gonna go from 0 to 10 right away. That ain't gonna happen. You gotta start somewhere. Man, I'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll definitely talk about that tomorrow. But you gotta start somewhere. You want to get to the point where a conversation is like second nature. You ain't even thinking about it. You know, you talking with a woman, you might have a half an hour conversation with her, you hadn't even thought about it. And see, I'm gonna tell you what, with women, they can get to the point. They can get to the point where all you doing is talking with them and they ready to fuck you. Because they making that connection with you. You ain't even bring up sex. You haven't said nothing about sex. I wish I had a dime, the proverbial dime, every time I had sex with a woman, but we never brought it up. We never said, oh yeah, let's go hook up or something. All we did was just have that conversation. Because if they were hanging out with me, they already like the bait. They already like what I look like and all of that. All that do is do something. In fact, I'll say this about the bait. They like what you look like, and really, that opens the door. But the conversation, like, seals the deal. Yeah, they already want to buy it. It's like you go into a car place, you want to buy a car. You already know you want to buy a car. But it's the salesperson that does something that gets you interested in that car. I want y'all to think about that, all right? So, anyway, though, that's all I have for today. Practice. And, you know, seriously, and don't think it's going to happen overnight, all right? Don't think it's going to happen overnight. I'll get more into that tomorrow. You just want to have that conversation, all right? Conversation. Get your conversation skills up. Practice. And don't be thinking, even with some woman who ain't gonna give you no parts of the pussy, don't worry about it. Practice talking with her. That way the next woman that come along, you can get that because you can talk to her. Alright? So anyway, that's all I have for today. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace.